The wicks that we have right now from the manufacturer work perfectly great for the little gerbera that we've been doing, but when we move to a bigger pot like this one, this is not going to work. So we've gone ahead and cut wicks roughly 23 inches, and we just have to replace the old one. So take off the old one, undo it on the bottom, and then when you go to put the new one on, if you'll just go ahead and put it in half, click it into the middle first, then you can do each side. You can either do them at the same time by just squeezing them together, or if you want, you can do them one at a time. Goes in, make sure it's sturdy. The other one in, make sure it's in and not going to go anywhere. And then you're ready to put those in. Okay, after you've made basically your new wicks, we're going to actually insert the wicks. So one thing to note that's different than the gerbera is there are a lot of hole choices on this. This is 8 inches across. Lucky for us that in trying to put 2 wicks in instead of 1, we have to make sure that they're the equal distance apart. So since this is 8, we could have 4 inches in between, and we really do kind of get lucky on this one because the third ring all the way around works out just perfect for us. Now, it's not important which part of this ring you choose to put the first wick in. What's important is that when you go to put the second wick in, that it's across, directly across on the same line. That way the moisture is evenly distributed throughout the soil. Okay? One extra note, kind of a troubleshooting, if you're dealing with something that's very root bound or that just has a lot of root tissue, you'll need to have something to be able to make a hole. These are fairly bendable plastic, and if it's too hard of a root ball, it just bends instead of going. So would suggest whatever you got next to you. Pin, you could use the bottom of a T-tag, a piece of bamboo, any kind of thing along these lines that you possibly have. So you can go ahead and start. Find where you're going to put it. So let's say right here. Go ahead and run a hole in there. Take your wick. Find the hole that you just made. Now, unlike the gerbera that we did originally, these are going to be bigger plants, so you might have to be careful about how you put your hand in there. Might not. But just like the gerbera, you want it to go all the way in, and just make sure that those little side pieces kind of clip in, way it doesn't come back out. And then the other side, you're just going to do the exact same thing. So this is the line we had, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go right here. Make sure that you make a spot because this will bend otherwise. Put your click stick in. And if you don't go far enough, no big deal. You just do it again. And hopefully you could hear the click, just like on the gerbera. If it goes in right, you'll be able to hear it click as it goes through the plastic. And again, it's not going to come back out. So now, after you've done that, you're ready to fill the reservoir. Okay, the only other thing that's different than the gerbera is the reservoir pot. You can't see through it. Just like the gerbera though, we want to make sure that there's some water available in here so that the plant has water in transit and so that the wick itself does not dry out. For this pot, we use half a gallon of water. Which we can either measure by volume like that, or actually works out beautifully to be about 3 inches deep. Either way that you're going to measure the water amount that you put in, you want roughly 3 inches of water or roughly half a gallon. And again, just like the Gerbera, you just want to make sure that they're in there tight. Set it on top and it's ready to ship.